Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final Shaggy Shane Kansas City Chiefs 2016 review. I want to thank each and every one of you for taking part in the Kansas City Chiefs review with me. We've laughed, we've yelled, we call each other names, but we have an opinion. We have an opinion for our Kansas City Chiefs. And by golly, we're going to say it. I could have done a show 24 hours after the Chiefs debacle at Arrowhead. I was there. I gave you my post game. And as I predicted, the Pittsburgh Steelers would kick 6 field goals. Yet I predicted the Chiefs to win. I predicted the Chiefs to win 34-26. But I said to Alex Smith on a playoff preview, you know that while the Steelers are marching up and down the field to kick field goals, you need to be taking them on touchdown drives. But did you? We're going to get to that. Now, Alex Smith ain't the only one to blame for that playoff loss. We're going to get to that as well. But it's time for things to change at Arrowhead Stadium. We control it. We're the fans. We buy the tickets. We buy the jerseys. Do you want to continue in the same status quo? Do you want to keep blowing playoff games at home while other teams succeed and go forward? Or do you want to take part and be a part of something where you can get your own guy? Now, this is going to be a show about stats, facts, and truths. And that's what I'm going to be breaking it down for, ladies and gentlemen, for you fans. Now, let's quickly go back to the game 2 weeks ago at Arrowhead Stadium where the Pittsburgh Steelers came to town as the Chiefs were the second seed. I said the Chiefs would hold Steelers, as I mentioned, to 6 field goals. Travis Kelce dropped a pass, threw a fit, pushed a player down, got a penalty. Many of you know I've been critical of this kid. He needs to get his shit together. Andy Reid, you had 2 weeks to come up with a game plan, to devise a scheme that would expose the Pittsburgh Steelers. At that time, you were 3-0 after a bye in the playoffs. Beautiful first drive. You had DeAnthony Thomas, Spencer Ware, and Tyreek Hill in the backfield on a triangle set. After the Steelers went down the field and got a 3-0 field goal, you took the possession. Beautiful play action. As I mentioned, your backs were in a triangle set. Steelers had no clue for it. Alex Smith, touchdown pass to Albert Wilson. What did you do, Andy Reid, going forward? You went back to basic offense. Alex Smith does not succeed in a basic offense. Alex Smith does not win playoff games in a basic offense. You tied your quarterback's hands behind his back by going back to a basic offense. And Alex Smith was exposed once again in a big playoff game. Now for Alex Smith, all you fans see it. It's rampant all over social media. He had 2 chances to hit Tyreek Hill running down the field. And I know the rebuttal of that is, well, Alex Smith doesn't throw that far. Alex Smith only had to throw the ball 35 yards in the air for Tyreek Hill to catch the ball and take off and run the rest of the 50 yards because the ball was at the 19-yard line. On the second one, Alex Smith, Tyreek Hill's running down the middle of the field. All he has to do is throw it up. 35 yards, get some air under it. Tyreek Hill catches that ball for another touchdown. There's 2 touchdowns. 2 more touchdowns. What would that have made the score? That would have made the score 31-18 Chiefs. We would have dominated if Alex Smith would have just had a perfect pocket, yet he did not throw the ball to Tyreek Hill as he was running freely down the field. Again, people must say, Shaggy Shane, Alex Smith doesn't have that arm. The longest touchdown in NFL history is from Trent Green to Mark Boerichter. December 2002. I was at the game. The Chiefs are backed up into my own end zone. Trent Green didn't have the strongest arm in the world either, but he would throw it deep. And if you look at the highlights of the 99-yard touchdown pass from Trent Green to Mark Boerichter caught that ball at his own 38-yard line and ran 62 yards down the field for a 100-yard or 99-yard touchdown catch. There wasn't much air under that ball. Bo Richter got behind the secondary and he was gone. It didn't need to have a fucking massive arm strength to catch that ball. Tyreek Hill was gone. The Kansas City Chiefs have weapons now. Chris Conley is a great wide receiver. His potential to be a great wide receiver. Macklin, who's a good wide receiver. He looked great with McNabb and Michael Vick as an Eagle. Tyreek Hill. The Kansas City Chiefs have weapons now that Alex Smith cannot get the ball to. How much longer are we going to continue having Alex Smith as the quarterback? If Alex Smith is the quarterback going forward next year, the Chiefs will not contend. The Chiefs will not be a playoff team with Alex Smith as the quarterback next year. He's done, and the fans know it. The Kansas City Chiefs fans know it. I was a season ticket holder from 1991 until 2011. The Kansas City Chiefs got home field advantage in 1995. And when you look at what happened, the Chiefs lost their first game to the Colts after a bye. The Jim Harbaugh-led Colts. They weren't even a good Colts team. But Lynn Elliott missed 3 field goals. But Steve Bono threw 3 interceptions. Lynn Elliott was a sacrificial lamb. He got cut a week after the Chiefs' playoff loss. But the Chiefs fans remembered, Steve Bono did throw 3 interceptions. And when the Chiefs missed the playoffs the next year, Steve Bono was booed off the field and Steve Bono lost his starting position the next season. If Alex Smith's the Chiefs quarterback next year, the Chiefs, some of the fans will give him a chance. But you know what? Social media is going to show that Alex Smith, in a big game, while the Chiefs were the second seed, did not throw the football down the field when we needed him most. We needed him most to succeed. The culture needs to change at Arrowhead Stadium, and we need to make sure Clark Hunt knows our voice. January 1st, 2013, Clark Hunt said all future football decisions will go through me. Well, Clark Hunt, you need to get yourself a quarterback. You need to draft yourself a quarterback. Because since 1990, let me go back further than that, ladies and gentlemen. I need you to follow me here. I grew up with the Kansas City Royals and the Kansas City basically being the only winner in this town. Kansas City Kings were a close second to the Royals because at least the Kansas City Kings made it to the playoffs. The Chiefs were the laughing stock. We would laugh, there's only 14,000 fans at Arrowhead. There's only 28,000 this week. And they were a laughing stock. Well, in 1986, they put themselves a team together with some great secondary. Albert Lewis, Kevin Ross, Lloyd Burris, Duron Cherry, Art Still, defensive end, and Bill Moss, nose tackle. The Chiefs were able to use defense and special teams to get to the playoffs with that young team. They made it to the playoffs in 1986. We went to the airport, welcomed them back home from Pittsburgh after they won the game. It was an awesome time because we thought, wow, the Chiefs are going to be good. Well, they got their ass kicked next week in the Meadowlands against the Jets. And then in 1987 and 1988, the Chiefs are back to sucking. But in 1987, they drafted a running back in the second round, Christian Okoye. In 1988, after they sucked, they had a top 5 pick, and they took Neil Smith out of Nebraska. Well, after the 1988 season, Lamar Hunt said, I want to put together a team, a winning team. He brought in general manager Carl Peterson and Marty Schottenheimer. Marty Schottenheimer, with his first overall pick, took Derek Thomas. So when you had Derek Thomas, Neil Smith, Christian Okoye, the running back, along with that great young secondary that got the Chiefs to playoffs in 1986, Marty Schottenheimer said, we're going to win. We're going to win with this team by running the ball and playing defense. And that established it the first few years of the 1990s. But what did the Chiefs need? They needed a veteran quarterback to be smart with the football. And the Chiefs have stuck with that culture since. In 1992, after the bird got old and we weren't winning playoff games, we went to Dave Craig. We lost the first round of the playoffs. Then in 1993, we got the greatest quarterback in history, Joe Montana, on his last leg, took the Chiefs to the AFC Championship game. And that was in the 5th year of the Marty Schottenheimer, Carl Peterson regime. What that did, it made the fan base think, okay, well, all we need is a veteran quarterback. All we need is a veteran quarterback. So what did they do? They said, well, since Joe Montana took us to the AFC Championship game, we need to get the 49ers backup, Steve Bono. And as I mentioned, now we're in 1995. In 96, the Chiefs fans knew, hey, Lynn Elliott missed all those kicks, but you're sucking. We're not making the playoffs. He got booed off the field. And in 1997, they got Elvis Grbac. when they had Rich Gannon as their veteran backup. In 1999 or 2000, Elvis Grback's gone. We get Trent Green. Herm Edwards is the only head coach that wanted to go to the Chiefs, wanted to take a quarterback in the third round and design a team around him, and that was Brody Croyle. But you know what? Brody Croyle was injury prone. He couldn't stay healthy. That was his not coming out of Alabama, and he got hurt. In 2010, we get Matt Castle. 2013, we get Alex Smith. The regime in the last 26 years, the culture's got to change, and we got to demand it. We got to demand that the Kansas City Chiefs draft a quarterback. Now, a lot of rumors are going along that the Chiefs should cut Alex Smith and get Tony Romo, Carapolo from the New England Patriots. Yes, I said Carapolo because getting another backup quarterback is crap. We need our own freaking quarterback. In 2000, the 2000 draft, the Kansas City Chiefs could have had Tom Brady. Yeah, so could everybody else, but we missed it. We didn't get him. In 2001, we could have had Drew Brees in the second round. Did we get him? Nope, because we traded our first and second round draft pick for Trent Green. There's 2011, we could have drafted Russell Wilson in the third freaking round. Quarterback, Seattle, out of Wisconsin. We took offensive lineman Donald Stevenson instead. There's too many quarterbacks that's getting picked up in later rounds that's turning their team around. Dak Prescott, fourth round draft pick. Dallas. Chiefs could have had him. And what is unique about that is the Oakland Raiders wanted I can't think of the quarterback's name, Connor Cobb, for their fourth round pick because they were afraid Dallas was going to take him. So they traded above the Cowboys to get Connor. So the Cowboys were stuck with Dak Prescott. The Chiefs can't even draft a quarterback in the second, third, or fourth round or fifth round and develop until now. Now it's time. Now it's time the Chiefs fans demand it. Now it's time the Kansas City Chiefs fans expect it because the mindset is, Shaggy, there's no quarterbacks in the draft. There's just not any. There's no good quarterbacks. You can't just draft this guy and that guy. Well, do you want to keep reliving this fucking nightmare? Do you want to keep reliving Matt Castle falling all over himself in the freaking home playoff game? You want to relive this asshole number 11 who can't hit anybody deep because we don't want to freaking ever take a chance on drafting anybody? If the Chiefs drafted somebody in the fourth round, some nobody quarterback out of Peabody State and Tyler Bray, and said, we're going to let Tyler Bray and this nobody from Peabody State be the starting quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs next season, I would buy season tickets in a fucking heartbeat because that's what I want to see. I want to see our scouts, our GM, our coaches utilize our own quarterback and let him go, let him play. Alex Smith wasn't good enough for the 49ers. Yeah, Colin Kaepernick shit the bed and got his money and lost his will to freaking succeed as an NFL quarterback, but the potential was limited. Having Alex Smith as a quarterback is like having Tyreek Hill return kickoffs with his shoes tied. Let's ask Tyreek Hill, tie your shoes together, okay? Tie your shoes, Tyreek. You're going to get this kickoff return, and then you're going to run as fast as you can. He would catch the kickoff, get 2 or 3 yards, and fall down. And Chiefs fans be like, oh, man, he only got 2 yards. Yeah, he only got 2 yards because he's freaking limited with his shoes tied together. Alex Smith doesn't look down the field. Everything has to be scripted. Everything has to go right down the middle. Everything is going right down the middle. And the freaking Steelers took that away. Kelsey dropped his only pass. And I'm just done with Alex Smith. And you should be done with Alex Smith as well. Again, Chiefs fans are going to say, well, we just got to accept it. We just got to accept it. Well, listen to this. Let me put on my glasses just so you know I'm getting my stats and facts correct. All right? Here's what it's like having Alex Smith. All right? Alex Smith is due next year, $16.9 million hit in cap hits. The Chiefs would save $8 million if they cut him. Okay, keep that in mind. How are we going to sign Eric Berry and Dontari Poe if we got $16 million cap hit if we hang on to Alex Smith? He's a $17 million. The Chiefs would save $7.2 million if they would release Alex Smith. And the Chiefs' offense averaged 15.8 yards per game against playoff teams this year. Alex Smith averaged 0.8 touchdowns per game against playoff teams. What do I have to do to get you Kansas City Chiefs fans to recognize this? Let's look at it as a four-year Alex Smith in this system, in this regime with Alex Smith. What has happened? The Oakland Raiders got their quarterback. The Oakland Raiders got Derek Carr when the Chiefs could have drafted D Ford, or the Chiefs got D Ford when they could have drafted Derek Carr. Yeah, it was real funny when the Raiders come to town. That first year it was 3rd and 48, but that was Terrell Pryor. And yes, the Chiefs have beat Derek Carr. And the knock on Derek Carr is he's kind of a wuss, because the way when he hurt his pinky, he kind of ran off the field in pain. They're winning. And let's look at this. Michael Crabtree is a San Francisco 49er with Alex Smith as his quarterback. Michael Crabtree in 2012, 2011 with Alex Smith as his quarterback had 800 yards receiving and 4 touchdowns. In 2012, he had 1,105 yards receiving and 9 touchdowns. Look at that drop once Alex Smith was gone and he got a real quarterback to throw it deep. And look at Michael Crabtree's stats the last 2 seasons. 85 receptions. He's 922 yards with Derek Carr, 9 touchdowns, 189 receptions. He got 89 receptions for 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns. These receivers, and I know I'm just only using Michael Crabtree, but that's Michael Crabtree with Alex Smith, Colin Kaepernick, and Derek Carr, now that Crabtree's on the Raiders. The Raiders have gotten a lot better. The Chiefs got to contend with that, and I don't think that they're going to be able to contend with that with Alex Smith. You know what? I'm willing to have a rookie quarterback come in here the next couple of years and go 5-11 next year and 7-9 the next year. And when I'm 50 years old in 3 years, have that quarterback develop into a player. I'm done with backup quarterbacks. I don't want Tony Romo. Tony Romo's one Miss Eric Fisher block away from laying on his back going, oh, fuck. He was good. He can throw it deep, but he's going to get hurt. We need to demand it. We need to demand from Clark Hunt going forward. We need to demand it that we need our own guy. I love you guys. I appreciate your opinion on this, but the Chiefs can't continue to blow playoff opportunities. And honestly, Chiefs fans know. You fans know that Alex Smith is done in Kansas City. Don't be blinded by the Pro Bowl this Sunday, because you know what's going to happen? Andy Reid is going to have Alex Smith throwing the ball all over the place, because in the Pro Bowl, the defenders don't blitz and they don't really try. So Andy Reid knows that the knock on Alex Smith's out there. Andy Reid knows that there's video of him not throwing it deep. Andy Reid knows that there's video of Alex Smith all over social media of him being scared little baby and not throwing it to Tyreek Hill. So he's going to have Alex Smith probably try to win the Pro Bowl. And Alex Smith is only in the Pro Bowls because Tom Brady and Ben Roethlisberger, well, Tom Brady can't go, he's in the Super Bowl, but Ben Roethlisberger declined. Alex Smith only threw 15 touchdowns this year, and he got invited to the Pro Bowl. As Brett Favre said in the game following the Chiefs-Steelers loss, Brett Favre said, Alex Smith is a great hard-nosed guy, but doggone it, it takes so much effort for him to get down the field. What does that tell you, Kansas City? What does that tell you? It's time that the Chiefs get their own guy. It can be in the first round. If there's somebody there at the 27th overall pick, the Chiefs won't lock up two or three first rounds to trade up. They won't. If there's a good quarterback there in the first round, second round, third round, fourth round, fifth round, take him and develop him. Trevor Siemian this year of the Denver Broncos, his first year as a starter, second year in the league, took the Broncos to be an 8-8 record. If the Chiefs ever did that with a quarterback going into second year in the league, I'd be ecstatic. I'd be like, kick freaking ass. We got a quarterback we can build around. We got to stop it. We got to stop with the retread veterans. It's not getting you anywhere but 2 steps away. It's time for a new era in Kansas City. You can either be a part of it, or you can either sit back and accept Alex Smith as your quarterback next season. You can't win with Alex Smith. And a lot of Chiefs fans that are admitting it now, but there's still some out there that won't. Alex Smith is a great guy. People like him because he's smart. Andy Reid loved him coming to the Chiefs because he's able to Andy Reid has always said Alex Smith is able to retain a lot of information. Well, the information that Alex Smith is able to retain, he's unable to develop it to get to his weapons. You cannot lose a playoff game by 2 points because you didn't take the time to stand in the pocket and throw it to him. And don't say he didn't have time. The video is out there. He had plenty of time. All he had to do was loft it underneath Tyreek Hill, and Tyreek Hill would have took it to the house. Chiefs have got weapons. We got to use them. Can't use them with Alex Smith. He's scared. He only rushed the ball 2 rushes for 9 yards. 2 rushes for 9 yards, ladies and gentlemen, in the biggest game in Kansas City Chiefs history in a long time. Disappointed. But from the bottom of my heart, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for another year of my Shaggy Shane episode. You guys have been awesome. I've lost friends on Facebook because of my shows. I've gained Facebook friends because of my shows. Wherever you're at, if you had an opinion, you whether we agreed or disagreed, I want to thank you for your opinion. If you love Alex Smith and think he's worth the greatest lifetime extension, make him the highest paid quarterback in the league, I strongly disagree with you. But I want to thank you for your opinion on this. We're going to do our best to get Alex Smith out of Kansas City. That's just me. And I know there's several going to want to take part. We want to win. We want our own guy. It's a shame that every other team has their franchise quarterback except Cleveland. Yet we can never develop ours. All right? You guys kick ass. It's been a fun season. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I want to thank Delta Shade, this awesome rock song, for being my ending song for the past 10 weeks of the season. I want to thank everybody. I'm bummed about Rodano Ventura. Prayers to him and his family. But let's move forward and enjoy the spring, the rest of this winter. You guys kick ass. Once again, this is Shaggy Shane. Until the draft, I will see you then. Thanks again. God bless you all. Go Chiefs.